The Mansfield Business Alliance has recently released their list of 40 under 40. Now, these are 40 people under the age of 40 who are entrepreneurs, they're CEOs, they're everyday people just like you and me. And today in the studio, we have one of those 40 under 40. She is a prominent figure in Mansfield, serving as the assistant director for the Mansfield Economic Development Corporation, or MEDC, where she oversees marketing strategies and innovation initiatives aimed at attracting and retaining businesses in Mansfield, and is the Historic Downtown Program Coordinator, in which she collaborates with various city departments to preserve and enhance the unique character of historic downtown Mansfield. We welcome Rachel Bagley to About Mansfield.
Thank you, Steve.
It's a pleasure having you here. And first of all, congratulations on being a 40 under 40.
Thank you so much.
Where were you when you received the email saying, congratulations, you are one of the chosen one?
Where was I? I think I was at home, and Joe Jenkins, he called me to tell me.
Oh, he called you?
Yeah. And which I appreciated. He was excited. I could hear it in his voice. He was excited to tell me. And it was obviously really nice to hear.
What prompted you to now becoming a leader? Did that just fall on your lap, or is this something when you were younger, maybe going through college or what have you, that I'm going to be a leader in what I do?
Well, I first think about my dad. So my dad, he's a football coach. He worked for University of Washington for a long time. Then he coached for the Seahawks. But on the side of that, he was into powerlifting, and it was just an obsession. And his work ethic, you've just never seen anything like it. He would break world record after world record. He holds, I can't even tell you how many. When he was 62 years old, he bench pressed 1,040 pounds at 62 years old. Wow. And got the all-time world record for it. So I say that to say, from a very young age, my dad was so intentional about instilling work ethic in me. And he goes around and he's a motivational speaker to people, and he's a mentor to hundreds of people. But he gets to be my dad, or yeah. I get to have him as my dad. And so, it's just, I've always had like this motivational speaker as my father figure. And he's just always instilled for me from a really young age to show up as a leader, to serve others, to serve my community. And so I think that's like kind of where that started. I've just had really great examples, not just from him, but my mom too, who's a rock star in the healthcare industry. But I kind of got my start in economic development. I guess I started first. I moved to Texas from Virginia. I moved to Texas in 2016, but before that, I managed optometry clinics in Virginia. I was a practice manager over two clinics in two different cities. I was like 23 years old, and I was having to manage everyone from like techs to opticians to doctors at 23, and that was very intimidating.
Now you're married.
Yes.
And you have a child.
I have two kids.
You have two kids. Okay. So let's talk about, because I know MEDC keeps you busy, work-life balance. How do you work those 12-hour days and still be a mom and a wife?
Yeah. So I've only been a mom for a little over 3 years now. I have a 2- and 3-year-old, and I've learned really quickly that no matter what, mom guilt is real no matter what. And no matter how much time I'm giving to work or giving to home, I feel a pull that I need to give more in either place. I'm never at either place enough. I'm never doing enough at either place. That's just always there. And I think every mom, probably every parent feels that way. But I'm really lucky that with Mansfield, City of Mansfield, with MEDC, they are really family oriented.
Yeah.
And they they don't just say family comes first, like they truly mean family comes first. They're so supportive, and they really support having a work-life balance. And so they make it really easy. I have not always had that experience with places that I've worked.
Oh, yeah.
So it's really nice.
Yeah.
And then on the other side, my family is very supportive of my work. My husband has always been my biggest cheerleader, always. And so no matter what, if I'm like, we've got a board meeting tonight, I've got to work late, it is always met with, okay, honey, take your time. There's no rush. You come home as late as you need to.
We
I've
got
got
you
the
covered.
kids. Yeah, always. It's so great.
To get where you are today, who are some of your influences?
Well, I talked about my dad.
Yeah.
He's a big influence. When I worked at the Louisville Chamber, I was the VP there for 3 years. I started out, we had different leadership. That leadership had to transition out. I had to be interim for a while, and that was stressful. But then we brought in someone named Lori Fickling, who I learned a lot from. She, first of all, working for a chamber is such a cool experience because, you know, you don't go to college and someone say, oh, I'm going to work for a chamber after this. But the really neat thing about it is that you get exposed to so many different things. You're exposed to city government, to obviously the community businesses, to nonprofits. You get an intimate look at how those operate, and education and lobbying from a local level to a state level to even a federal level. And we do DC fly-ins, and you just get exposed to so many things. Your fundraising, your event planning. We moved here and I had no family here. So they were kind of like my family. They took care of me when I was pregnant with my first, Collins, and it was just amazing. But all of those community leaders there were very inspiring to me. I learned so much there. I got to know the commissioners, the mayors, the economic development leaders like Jason, and they were all very inspiring to me. And it opened my eyes to how I can be a community leader, how I can serve and impact my community. I feel like that was a really eye-opening role for me.
Let's go back in time.
Okay.
If you were to today meet 8-year-old Rachel.
That's pretty easy. I would tell her to speak up. Your opinion matters. Your ideas matter. I think for whatever reason, women are often, or girls are often kind of told not to be too opinionated. And so we dampen ourselves. A lot of us do. But I have learned that over my however many year career, 15, I don't remember how, but that it serves me well when I speak up. I never regret it. People appreciate it. And so that's taken me a long time to learn, and I still need to work on it even today. But yeah, I think that's probably the advice I would give. Speak up.
I'm going to give you an open mic to, if you have anybody you want to thank or to shout out or give an opinion or be a voice, the microphone is yours.
Thanks, Steve. Well, first, thank you for having me on this podcast.
Absolutely.
It's so nice to finally do this after being here for a couple of years now, almost 3 years. But just thanks to Mansfield Business Alliance for not just for having me a part of the 40 Under 40, but for all the really amazing things that they're doing for our business community. They are change makers, and they are really dedicated to making a difference and supporting and advocating for our businesses. So Joe Jenkins, Winoka, the entire board, definitely want to shout out to them. Shout out to my team at MEDC, Jason and Natalie and Mitzi. And shout out to my hubby, Travis, and my kids, Collins and Ellis.
Aw, there you go. Congratulations, 40 Under 40. And we'll keep an eye on you as you keep climbing up the ladder and doing some great stuff here in Mansfield.
Thank you.
Thanks for being on About Mansfield.
Thanks, Steve.